Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, or the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds, who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name's Yakalio, and this video is about the mercy of Yahweh Shemeshai onto the children of Israel, who are us. You know, we are the Israelites, and we're the Lord's holy chosen people, and we have everything, man. The Lord has already gifted us everything. We're the chosen ones. We are the beloved of Yahweh Shemeshai. And it's very important to remember that, man. Alright, and to remember the mercies of Yahweh Shemeshai and the salvation that is coming and the kingdom, you know, the promise. Everything, man. We have the glory, we have everything. Alright? So I want to start in 1 Corinthians chapter 16 and verse 13. O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones, his chosen ones. He is the Lord Yahweh, our power. His judgments are in all the earth. Be ye mindful always of his covenant, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, even of the covenant which he made with Abraham, and of his oath unto Isaac, and hath confirmed the same to Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant, saying, unto thee will I give the land of Canaan, the lot of your inheritance. So we were given the blessing, man. Yesterday, today, tomorrow. Alright, it's everlasting. As it says, for an everlasting covenant, it cannot be broken, rather. You know, the Lord has set it this type of way. And it is something to be joyous about. You know, we're in this world. We are slaves under the wicked, who are the Edomites, who are these so-called white people. Who are in this flesh, which, you know, drives us to sin. These are the chains of darkness, you know, where it talks about the angels have fallen from their estate, which is referring to the Israelites. But it will all come to an end very soon. It really will, and that's not a question, that's not an if, but, or maybe. It is an absolute. It all shall come to an end. Our suffering shall come to an end in due time. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. Chapter 30, and I'll start at verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither the Lord Yahweh thy power hath driven thee, and shalt return unto the Lord Yahweh thy power, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity, and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord Yahweh thy power hath scattered thee. If any of thine be driven out unto the utmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord Yahweh thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. And the Lord Yahweh thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good, and multiply thee above thy fathers. And the Lord Yahweh thy power will circumcise thine heart, and the heart of thy seed to love the Lord Yahweh thy power with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. So the Lord is going to program us to be perfect once again. We shall return to our natural being. We will no longer suffer in this flesh. And the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, which are the heathen, especially the nation of Edom, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So you see, the mercies, compassion, and love that Yahweh Shemishai has for the nation of Israel, it is there, and it will always be there, and it never left. In the book of Baruch, chapter 4, and I'll start at verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to Yahweh Shemishai are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. You are sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh Shemishai to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. And we did. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to Yahweh Shemishai, which we did. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. And we're all guilty of this. Alright? As a nation. For when she saw the wrath of Yahweh Shemishai coming upon you, she said, Hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion, Yahweh Shemishai hath brought up upon me great mourning. For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning. Let no man rejoice over me, a widow, and forsaken of many, who for the sins of my children am left desolate, because they departed from the law of Yahweh Shemishai. They knew not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor trod in the paths of discipline in his righteousness. Let them that dwell about Zion come, and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting hath brought upon them. For he hath brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation, and a strange language, who neither reverenced old man nor pitied child. These have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow, and left her that was alone desolate without daughters. But what can I help you? For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. And we're in that period of time now. This is the last bit. Yahushua will be coming soon. The end game prophecies, which are the prophecies that we will be seeing at the end of the kingdom of the wicked, or the Edomites, the so-called white people. This period of time is going to be up very soon. The prophecies are showing themselves louder than ever. And the scriptures say that our salvation is nearer than when we believed. The kingdom is coming, man. Go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. I have put off the clothing of peace, and put upon me the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Lord, and he will deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies. For my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you, and joy is come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting, our Savior. You see? The mercy, man. And, the entire nation of Israel is going to enjoy the blessing. However, in this period of time, when it is that Yahushua returns, Yahushua is going to be delivering the elect of the nation of Israel. The 144,000, which are men, and the elect, which will consist of men, women, and children. Okay? And so I'm going to go here to verse 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh Shemishai, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. right? And that's for all of us, man, that believe. Seek Yahweh Shemishai 10 times more. Cleave unto our power, man. We're headed into some very terrible times, man. And you know what? We're going to be witnessing the mercies from Yahweh Shemishai during these days of Jacob's trouble. We're going to witness it, man. We're going to experience it. The Lord is going to pull us through, take us through it in spectacular fashion. However, each of our stories are set, the Lord is going to take us through it, man. The Lord is going to feed us through famine, keep us from the sword, keep us from the pestilence, everything, man. You watch and see. It is going to happen. All right? So it says, "For he that brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation." You see, everlasting joy with your salvation. Imagine the kingdom. You know, the everlasting joy that we're going to experience. It's going to be like an experience never before. You know, imagine a life where every day is better than the last. It's going to be beyond incredible. There will be no words to describe what we will be experiencing. You know, and the scriptures also say that in my Father's house there are many mansions. You see? So it's not just the earth that we're residing upon right now. There are many mansions. There are many others. Okay? There's an incredible amount that is coming to us, man. The blessing from our power Yahweh Shemishai. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad at thy fall, so she shall be grieved for her own desolation. Alright, and so we're going to witness the fall of our enemies, man. And the scriptures say there's a few things for man to experience, and one of them, to paraphrase, is witnessing the fall of, you know, his enemies. And we're going to witness the fall of our enemies, man, starting with the wicked, okay, that has dealt so terribly terribly, okay, with us, right? But mercy is coming, man. Remember it. Isaiah 14 and verse 1, "For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob." And the strangers here are talking about the Israelites, okay? Not the heathen, the Israelites, because it says shall be joined with them. This is only for the Israelites. The heathen cannot be joined or cleave unto us. They're not a part of the blessing. "And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids," which is a part of the blessing, to own slaves, and the heathen are going to be our slaves. "And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve." You see? So this is coming, man. Alright, and then the salvation as well. Revelation 21. Revelation 21 and verse 1, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city," which is talking about, the new heaven and the new earth is the kingdom of heaven. "And the first heaven and the first earth were passed away," is talking about Esau's rulership, right? Because he's in heaven right now. but he will be in hell soon enough. And hell is a condition, okay? And heaven in this case is his rulership and everything that comes with it, the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven, and by the sword will he rule. He's in his blessing, okay? And I, John, saw this holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh Shemishai out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh Shemishai is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his power, Salakio, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh Shemishai himself shall be with them, and be their power. And Yahweh Shemishai shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. You see? So there's no question about it, man. And for those of us that believe, we all know that. We know that, and that's what we believe in. That's our faith. And there's no doubt in my mind, man, that our salvation is near. And look forward to the kingdom. Meditate on the kingdom. Think about it more. So that's it. And shalom to the 144,000, the prophets of Yahweh Shemishai, the men working diligently and faithfully for our power. And shalom to the hopeful elect, the men, women, and children that believe, man. Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashemi Haushai, Bahashemaka Kodesh.